What's up, everybody? This is Super Yankee for Life, and I'm bringing you guys my NFL picks video, the divisional round. But before I get into that, this is my 100th video that will be going up on YouTube on my channel. So, yay! Very happy about that. I didn't want to do it about 1 for 3. Just speaking of which, I'll upload a couple of gameplays that I got. From that shortly. But anyway, to the NFL picks for the divisional round. Saturday. Start of the Saturday games. Saints at the 49ers. I want to pick the 49ers in this one, but I'm going to go with the Saints. But I hope I'm wrong, because I like what the 49ers are doing. They run the ball well. They play great defense. The quarterback doesn't make mistakes. And I like the coach, Jim Harbaugh. I think he's an outstanding coach. I think he has changed the identity there very, very well. I thought I had a cup of water right there. Oh well. But I mean, that's Saints' offensive attack with Breeze and Sproles and Marcus Colston and Robert Meacham and Henderson. It's just like a never-ending cycle of weapons for Breeze's disposal. And this whole thing about them not being good on the road and not outdoors, the weather should not even be a factor, so it's not going to matter about that. As far as the score, I'm going to go with 27-20. The Saints I think, will win. Although I hope I'm wrong. I never want to be wrong when it comes to picks, but anyway, the Niners are a good story. I would like to. I think they're either my first or second pick out of the NFC to be in the Super Bowl. I hope they win. I hope I'm wrong, but I mean it's hard to go against that Saints passing attack and with Drew Brees. Now on to the game that everybody's going to talk about. Everyone is talking about right now is the Broncos at the Patriots, the primetime game. I think this whole Tebow thing comes to an end. The Patriots, I think, will get done to win their first playoff game since 2007, the AFC Championship game in 2007. I think the score will be probably something around the lines of 28-17. I think the Patriots will get it done. The defense, which has been erratic all year long. It's hard. It's really interesting that Belichick is more known for being a defensive genius, although his defense has not played good all year long. But I think they'll find a way to slow down Tim Tebow and put more points up on the board. Tom Brady will do his thing with Hernandez and Gronkowski and Welker. They're not the best at what they do. Although Gronkowski may be one of the best tight ends in the game. The receivers that they have, they're not the best in the league, but they make it work. Brady and Belichick can make it work. They'll find a way to slow down Tim Tebow, and they'll put points up on the board. So I think the Patriots will move on to the AFC title game, 28-17, and this whole thing with Tebow will come to an end. On to the Sunday games. Which is the first game? I think it's Houston and Baltimore. Yeah, Houston and Baltimore. The first game on the docket on Sunday. I think. I'm kind of back and forth on this game. One day I'm picking Houston. The next day I'm picking Baltimore. I'm gonna go Baltimore in this one. And I had Pittsburgh as a Super Bowl team coming out of the AFC, although that's not going to happen now. But I think Baltimore will take over that slot because they can run the football. Much like San Francisco, they can run the football, play great defense, and Joe Flacco, if he can make enough plays with his arm, I believe he can do enough to help the Ravens win. I'm not saying that TJ isn't capable of making plays. Got Johnson and Owen Daniels. I mean, and they got Aaron Foster to hand the ball off too. He'll be fine. And I think this would be a very good game. It may be the best game of the entire weekend. I know a lot of them going to Saints and 49ers and Giants and Packers, which I'm about to get into shortly. But I think this could be the most competitive game out of all of these games this weekend. I'm going to go 23-20. Baltimore wins on the last-second field goal by, who's the kicker? Is it Matt Stover that's still the kicker? I don't know. I forget. I'm probably wrong about that. So don't blame me. So anyway, on to the last game. Giants at the Packers. I'm gonna go with the Packers on this one, but this looks, feels, smells like an upset. If the Giants defense and the Giants pass rush, the front four can get enough consistent pressure on for Aaron Rodgers. It's not like what the Lions did with Brees last week. They got to him early, but they couldn't get to him consistently. I can't even speak. Consistently enough on Brees, and Brees was just able to carve him up like a pumpkin. Justin Tuck, O.C. Umenyiora, Jason Pierre-Paul, and company are going to find do whatever it is they got to do to get consistent pressure on Aaron Rodgers. If they're going to sit back in the pocket for too long, he's just going to pick apart that secondary. I'm going to go 28-20. It's going to be a close game throughout. I feel like either team will not have a double-digit lead on one another the entire game. It'll be a close game throughout. I just think the Packers will find a way. You may see more of James Starks and Ryan Grant than you see of Aaron Rodgers. I think they'll try to be more balanced than they've been all year. Plus, there being some offensive line healthy, back and healthy, which is a big plus. So, I think it will be, as far as my picks, I believe it will be New Orleans and Green Bay, rematch from Week 1 in an AFC title game. And then in the AFC side, I got Baltimore and New England. Now, if that's the case, then we got 1 versus 2 in both. No, 1 versus 3. The 1 versus 3 on the NFC side and 1 versus 2 on the AFC side. That's just according to me. I hope I'm wrong about New Orleans and San Francisco. I hope San Francisco wins. But it's hard to go against what the Saints are doing right now with Drew Brees. It's just ridiculous what they're doing. Anyway, so those are my picks. I got a couple Modern Warfare 3 gameplays I'll get started on shortly. Or maybe just one. Maybe I'll just do just one and be done with that. Anyway, until next time, this is Sweet Yankee for Life, signing off. Peace!